Hello, beautiful heart. Thank you for clicking on this video. I am Dr. Denae, the Awakening Doctor. I'm a metaphysician, spiritual mentor, and creator of the life-changing program, Your Cells Are Listening. All right, let's dive in. Guys, first I want to say happy Pisces season. Yep, we are here now. Pisces is a beautiful, amazing sign, very mystical, very deep, very sensitive and emotional. I love my Pisces. I have been surrounded by Pisces my whole life, so I know and understand you guys well. If you're new to me and my channel, I have my own little Pisces gang. They are called the Fish Tank Gang. So if you're new, but you resonate and you like my vibe and my readings and you are a Pisces, welcome, welcome to the Fish Tank. Hop on in. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, Spirit, all of you and none of me. Show me the cards I need to see. Love, praise, and gratitude, glory. I'm looking at 8, Rainbow Light Temple, Inner Light Activation. Yeah, so some of you guys have been going through a really dark time. 24, Sea Goddess of Sensuality, Celebrate Romance. 15, Priestess of Transition, Honor Individuality. Yeah. All right. All right, guys, before I get started, just got to do some housekeeping. This is a general reading, so I'm reading the energy. You take it and fit it however you need to fit it in your life. If this is your story, if this isn't your story, that's okay, just leave it. My readings tend to come across as personal readings for the majority of the people. So that doesn't mean, let me turn that, there we go. That doesn't mean that the whole reading will resonate. It may just be certain pieces. Get in where you fit it. All right, so let's see. Definitely looks like you have been going through an intense time of duality and a lot of loss, appeared loss, pain, fears, doubts, a lot of childhood stuff and past things have been coming up. And if you have been choosing to face them, and I don't care if it's even just a little smidge, if you made that conscious choice to look at it, acknowledge it, and when I say face it, number one, I'm really meaning acknowledge it. I'm not an advocate of telling people to pull up trauma and sit in it and analyze it. No. That's nope. We don't do that here. We do not do that here. Okay, sorry, I don't like, there we go. Anyways, you've been really feeling this inner battle of duality. The human consciousness, monkey mind, altered ego, those are the names that you'll hear me use interchangeably. Those all talk about the human consciousness, our human intellect. That is monkey mind. It is rooted in the matrix and in the 5 human habits of judgment, guilt, condemnation, blame, and shame. Then there's your authentic side, which is your soul, your spirit, your I am presence that's both within you and above you, made in the image and likeness of Mother, Father, God. That's all energy. Father God is the masculine side. That is the mind. That's the image. Because the mind, in your mind, you come up with ideas and images. That's that creation side. The likeness of God, that's Mother God. That's the feeling side of life. That's your emotional body. That is your heart realm. And that's the battle that you're in internally. And the Rainbow Light Temple and inner light activation, you don't get to this point of inner light activation without facing that darkness, facing the limiting beliefs, facing your own human ego. So first, congratulations. And I know I can feel you guys now saying, but Denae, you know, this is overwhelming. Things keep happening, you know, blah, blah, blah. I can't shut it down. It's not working, yada, yada. I want to say to you, ask yourself, are you recognizing it? Are you responding or seeing it different than you did a month ago, 2 months ago? If you can answer yes, then you know what? You're doing the work. This work is inch by inch. Inch by inch, it's a cinch. Yard by yard, it gets hard. And altered ego, our human consciousness, wants us to go yard by yard. You know, we're in this instant gratification energy all the time, which is the matrix. And that means like soon as you get the enlightenment, that aha moment, you want to wake up the next morning and everything be completely changed, you know, as if you're Cinderella with a fairy godmother. That's not how it works. See, here's the thing. We all get stuck on a supposed destination, the end goal. And we kick and fight and resist the journey, the way we get to the end goal. Let me let you in on a secret. There really is no end goal. There really is no destination that you ever achieve, because we're infinite beings in an infinite universe, and just one universe out of many. So there is never an end. You can't have an end to infinity. And that's where altered ego will trip us up a lot. But this is all about the journey. This is about the resurrection and ascension. This is you resurrecting, rising up and out of the matrix, these human limiting beliefs, the hurt, the pain, the shame, all of that. It's about you accepting all of you, flaws and all. Doesn't mean that, you know, acceptance doesn't mean you don't want to change it. It just means you acknowledge it. Once you acknowledge it, it loses power over you. You take your power back. That's how more light and light activations happen. Sea goddess of sensuality. It's 24, so that's a 6, which is a feminine number. Romance is not what the Matrix makes it out to be. It's not the Valentine's Day stuff. It's romance is about being in love with life and seeing love in everything. Because everything that's been created by the divine is created from love. And it's about recognizing the divine in you and loving yourself and all of your flaws. Because when you can love all of you and your flaws, then you take your power back. Nobody can ever tell you what you are or what you aren't. And it's rooted in love. It's not rooted in ego. The difference is ego has that inner dialogue and that energy behind it. It's kind of a energy like, well, look at me. I've got this, corporate world. I'm now vice president, or I'm CEO. I've got this great office, or I've got this house, or I've got the hot chick or the hot guy, whatever it is. It's all about, look at me. I've worked so hard, or this was handed to me, whatever it is, I'm here. It's a haughtiness. It is an ego-based that's rooted in fear. The goddess of sensuality and divine sensuality, it's a vibration. It's loving yourself and being confident in love, in the 5D love, unconditional love, seeing that in every part of life, but it starts with you. This also lets me know that there's been, issues around that. Your internal dialogue has been not very favorable around your sensuality, sexuality, body, whatever that is for you. You're being asked to release that at this time. It no longer serves you. You are unique. You are here to be unique. You're not here to look like anyone else, to be anyone else. Your vibe is unique to you, and where you've been hiding in this area, maybe you've wanted to dress different, do your hair different, just try a completely different style. Whatever it is, start doing that. Yeah, because look, then we have Priestess of Transition. This is 15, another 6, more feminine energy. Honor individuality. What was I just talking about? And I was looking at that card. Your background, your past has been one of, you didn't feel safe being unique, being yourself. Others didn't accept it for whatever reason. Know that the higher truth is, it's their own doubt and fears. And it really has nothing to do with you. You need to honor yourself first. The more that you do, the more light that comes in, the more you transition the energy, and then you're in the feminine energy, which is magnetic. Every cell in our body has 2 antennas. One that sends out, one that receives. The one that sends out is the masculine energy. It sends out, it's broadcasting, it's the go-getter. The second one is feminine. It magnetizes, it receives. It's the yin and the yang. can you feel into the different energy? You have been playing a role in your own life in the matrix of this more alpha male or masculine. I've got to do this. I've got to be the one, you know, the go-getter that needs to get things done or be in control or what have you, because that's what you learned. That's what made you feel okay enough to continue on out of the drama and the trauma. Everything is always working out for my highest good. This should, you know, if this resonates with you, adopt this as your new mantra. Forgiveness sets you free, not whom you forgive. And this is over your sensuality. So for those of you that have trauma in those areas, you do need to forgive you for how critical and mean you've been in your thoughts and feelings towards yourself. And then work up, if you're not there yet, but get to the point where you can forgive others. Because in forgiving others, it sets you free because it energetically stops that trauma bond you've got with that person. Because energetically, you're still tied until you give forgiveness. And forgiveness is just, you know what? I just let this go. I just let it go. I hold nothing against this. Doesn't mean you're okaying what they did. No, none of that. It's literally severing that energetic tie so you're no longer bound by that energy, because it's energy holding you back. It's those limiting beliefs, that projected energy onto you that you're not worthy or whatever it is. So when you sever that, you're free. You are now bringing in more light, honoring yourself, and you start magnetizing new experiences and what you want. The other person doesn't get off scot-free. They're not feeling the freedom you are. Why? Universal law of karma. Their part in whatever it was, what they put forth, that always, nobody escapes that. And when you sever this tie through forgiveness, that person, now the universe, your hands are out of it, your energy's out of it, karma can start coming in. Not that they haven't already had karma, that's not the point of this. This is just about why you need to forgive. Altered ego doesn't want you to forgive. That's that part of you that rises up in this like, but they did this and this and this made me this. That's all judgment, guilt, condemnation, shame, and blame. That's the energy you're staying tied to because of your perception and your inner dialogue of it. When you release it, the reason altered ego doesn't want you to release it is because you're taking your power back from altered ego. You're saying, no. I'm not going down this road anymore, not listening to you anymore. And therefore, because altered ego has been running the show, that's monkey mind and that overanalyzation all the time. That's what you need to let go. Don't be afraid to let it go. Because when you let go, that's when you can really transition into this deeper self-love. Wow, guys, look, almost 20 minutes in, and I haven't even pulled the tarot. I'm not going to. Somebody needed to hear this message, and this feels like this is what needed to be said. So, all right, let me get Let me get one of these Moon Oracle cards for you. All of the overwhelming setback type things that are happening right now, changing your perspective on them instead of coming from, why is this all happening to me, or kind of getting into the victim or buying into the story of it. You have a choice in every moment on what you're going to put your attention on. And where your attention goes, your energy flows. So you can turn that around, shift that perspective of, okay, this is happening for me, not to me. What lesson, what key do I need to get from this so I could shut this door and move on? Attend to the details. And go for it. Yeah. Really feels like that old energy is trying to hold on to you by the ankles, wants you to keep your focus on all the overwhelming things that are happening to you, instead of seeing it from the higher perspective that on the awakening path, this stuff happens to get our attention because we're living a lie. We're buying into a false narrative, a false belief that we've had since childhood. So don't be afraid to let them go. Don't be afraid to ask yourselves, what energy is this? What limiting belief do I need to release? Because it's time for you to be focused on the new, because what's coming in is amazing. This is should be your new mantra. Everything is always working out for my highest good. Reflect on your priorities. Are you making yourself a priority, or are you in your head and using your energy to focus on the situation or another person and how you can work it out or do whatever so you can get to a better feeling within you? That's faulty thinking. That's a wrong priority. Your priority should be focused inward, saying, what is my programming in this, and how can I change that? All right, beautiful heart. I hope this helped and gave you some clarity. I am sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. Namaste. Bye-bye.